it just doesn't get any easier when you watch it back. To the point I've actually lost my hair because of that performance. Joking aside, last season, a bit of a missed opportunity. And quite frankly, it was disappointing that we didn't even make the semi-finals or the final of the Champions League. Now, silver lining, we did retain the Premier League title. Fantastic, excellent. But that Champions League trophy, that's the one I really, really want. So, we have one more season. One more season of the 3-season deadline in order to win the Champions League. We've got a major trophy down us. Now, it's about trying to finish the job, winning the Champions League. Join us as I go through the squad and what exactly we're going to need to get the job done. Right, lads, I feel looking at this squad screen that we need to do something in defensive midfield, especially as I feel we can do better than Thomas Partey. Especially, I had a look at the squad planner screen as well, and with Declan Rice playing further forward in midfield, we're going to need somebody to come in to take over from Partey. So that's exactly what we did. We got ourselves 2 new defensive midfielders. The first there was Romeo Lavia. Apologies for going a bit too quickly past his attributes, but he has arrived in from Chelsea for a stupid £150 million. I feel we have overpaid for him, but not compared to this man, Joshua Kimmich. £230 million from Bayern Munich, but he comes in with that huge Champions League experience. Well over £300 million spent on 2 defensive midfielders. I hope that they both perform. Kerem Aktürkoğlu as well has come in. He's a director of football signing. He provides squad depth on the wings for the likes of Martinelli and Saka, who will be focused on the Champions League. So Williams and Kerem will be focused more on the Premier League probably this season. As far as other transfers go, Antonio Silva also arrives from Benfica along with Aktürkoğlu. He comes in for his £54 million release fee. He'll provide cover for Saliba and Gabriel. He'll be playing mostly in the Premier League. Saliba and Gabriel, Champions League. Again, that's what matters the most. Those are the players that we have brought in, but we have got rid of a few fringe players as well. The likes of Reece Nelson, Gabriel Jesus and Marquinhos both went to Chelsea for over £100 million combined. Jakub Kiwior to Inter Milan for £16 million, and Sacha Boey has gone out on loan. So that's been all of the transfers. Now, let us get down to the football. The start of our Champions League campaign, and it is Inter Milan away at the San Siro. The first of 2 really big games for us in the league phase. This one and then home against Liverpool. Luckily for us, we got off to a very good start here. Saka with the ball down the right-hand side. Plays it in. Very, very chaotic in the middle of that box, but it is turned in for an own goal by Benjamin Pavard, the poor guy. I do feel sorry for him. Kimmich then with a free kick, curls a beautiful one in. Martinelli gets the header on that and puts it into the far post where Gabriel was waiting with his foot, which is an odd one. He's normally the one heading it in the back of the net. It does go to VAR, but the referee has awarded it, and Gabriel gets himself a priceless goal for us away at the San Siro. This is, again, a really big test for us in our credentials to win the Champions League this season. Unfortunately, Inter Milan then get their own opportunity, and Bastoni at the back post, absolutely unmarked, grabs one back to make the game interesting. But it didn't matter, that was the last goal of the game. We hold on for a priceless 2-1 win, which is just as well because Liverpool at the Emirates is still going to be a very big test for us. The Kings of Europe are in town, and we aim to make a statement to show that we mean business in winning the Champions League this season. Martinelli gets the ball just inside the penalty area and curls a beautiful effort past Alisson. 1-0 after 20 minutes. Martinelli, very, very good, very prolific with those curled shots. Playing the ball out from the back yet again, I should actually bring it to your attention. We have changed our tactical style. We have switched from a gegenpress to a vertical tiki-taka. The gegenpress is just causing far too many injuries, both last season and into this summer. So I made the decision to switch it up, and it has paid dividends. We go 2-0 up with Florian Wirtz, putting the beautiful shot past Alisson, and followed up with Odegaard guiding the ball home for 3-0 on just before the hour mark. We were cruising at this point. Saka, yet again, instrumental in a lot of the goals in this game, and Wirtz gets himself a beautiful header. That's his second, very well deserved for our attacking midfielder, for our wonder kid still. It's mad he is still a wonder kid, but he's still only 21, 22 years old at this point. Martinelli puts the ball in, and there is Wirtz for his hat-trick. Or so I thought, because the referee puts it to VAR. And the goal was given anyway. Absolutely fantastic. A hat-trick for Wirtz, very well deserved performance and result for the entire team. We have made a statement against Liverpool here in this match. Oh right, yeah, I forgot. Liverpool did end up getting one back. Although it was through our own making. Ball turned over in midfield, and Darwin Núñez gets the ball in the area, powers it past Diogo Costa, but it didn't matter. 5-1, absolute romping. We have defeated the kings of Europe at the Emirates. Into January now, and just a quick update on the Champions League. We are into the knockout rounds, not the playoff round itself, but the round of 16, because we finished top. 8 wins from 8, absolutely fantastic, definitely improved from last season. I just hope that transfers over into the knockout rounds itself. As far as players shining in the Champions League for us, Florian Wirtz, third in the goal scoring charts, 8 goals in 8 games. Absolute dynamite from this wonder kid yet again. I just love this guy as all the seasons go on. And so far he's got 24 goals and 5 assists in 28 starts. Absolute dynamite, he really is. Captain Odegaard, 6 assists as well, leading just as he should be, providing inspiration for the rest of the squad. You absolutely love to see it. Premier League, quick update here. We are top of the table, 18 points clear of second place Liverpool. We are well on the way to romping our way to a 3rd successive Premier League title. If you had offered me that at the start of the challenge, I absolutely would have taken it, but we have loftier ambitions. As far as transfers go, from January, we brought in absolutely nobody else. I don't feel we need anyone else to add to the squad, but also we've spent nearly £500 million in the summer, so not much money left to be able to spend, so it's all about freeing up some squad space. So Jorginho was one of those who went, £2 million to Al Fayha in Saudi Arabia. He wasn't even registered in the Premier League, so he was just eating up wage budget. So off he trots to Saudi Arabia to get a nice little pay packet and see out the rest of his career. Abdul Fattawu has also gone to Villarreal for a loan spell for the rest of the season. I completely forgot about him, and he moaned to me about not having match time, so off he went as well, along with Andrea Christensen to Newcastle on loan with an option to buy for, actually it's an obligation for £32 million. Complete loss on him, regretted buying him, and so hopefully that I'll now free up some space to allow other players to shine. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hand over to President Craig for the knockouts of the Champions League. And so we are now up to the knockout rounds of the Champions League. We are into the round of 16, and we have been drawn, as you can see, against Monaco. Now, of course, this is a team we're very familiar with, having played them in the round of 16 2 seasons before. And we just about squeaked past them, just about, on penalties. They were a very tough team, so this is going to be a good test to see how much we have improved by since then. Now, I have already done the first leg, and that was an away tie as well, just like the last time. We won 1-0 this time. I believe we drew or lost, did we? No, we drew against Monaco last time we played them at theirs, so already an improvement going into the second leg, which we are coming up on now. And since the last update, which was at the end of January, early February, it was a bit patchy for a little while in the Premier League. We lost against Newcastle, drew against West Ham, but then some good results against Luton and Crystal Palace and Tottenham have put us back on course. So just a quick update on the Premier League. We are top by 14 points, 9 games to go. We should hopefully be seeing that through. But of course, the Premier League is not the aim this season. It's all about the Champions League and the calibre of teams. Yeah, the likes of Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Madrid, City, PSG, although one of them is getting knocked out. Inter, Liverpool, they're all still in. Dortmund, I mean, it's still going to be very, very tough. Actually, Barcelona got thrashed in that first leg. Wow, that's quite interesting. But we have to focus on ourselves. Second leg of the round of 16 against Monaco is coming up now. Actually, false alarm, because I really should be going through what our first 11 is going to be. It's quite familiar, especially if you've been watching the highlights. You'll know quite a few of the players who are already going to be playing for us. So it's going to be Costa and goal, back four of Tierney, Gabriel, Saliba and Timber. Kimmich at the base of the midfield with Rice and Odegaard ahead of him. Martinelli left wing, Saka right wing. Florian Wirtz is attacking midfielder. Just look at the quality of players though that we've got. Not only in that starting 11, but also even on the bench. The likes of Nico Williams, Antonio Silva, Fabio Vieira, Ben White, Calafiori, who's been more of a starter for us this season. Lavia, the £150 million signing. Kimpembe. We should be seeing this through against Monaco. And I hope that is the case. We need to see just how much we have improved. If we're going to go all the way, we need to be getting past Monaco before we even get to a penalty shootout. The idea now, though, is that now that we're in the knockout stages of the Champions League, I'll be showing the second leg from each round that we do progress into, and then hopefully what will be the final. But of course, that obviously relies on us getting through each round going forward. Obviously, if we do get knocked out, that will be the end of the series. That will be the end of the challenge. We'll wrap it up from there. But I'm just going to say right now, anyway, yeah, we've won the Premier League title. The fact that we're trying to go for the Champions League is pretty much the icing on the cake, but it's something I really, really want to win. We've shown we can win the Premier League with this team. We can dominate in England. Now I want us to dominate in Europe, and Declan Rice has just put us off to a fantastic start. Less than 1 minute gone, and it's 1-0 on the night, 2-0 in aggregate. A great strike from Declan Rice from outside the area. Been vaguely paying attention to the build-up play while I was talking. Great cutting inside from Saka there. First time hit from Rice, and that's exactly what you want to see. Us to just get that early goal, take the nerves off a little bit, and put us 2-0 up on the night. We have a corner, and it has been swung in, and it's Gabriel amongst the sea of humanity. I couldn't even see who was actually in the box there, but it's been claimed as Gabriel's goal. Let's get that on the replay. There, this will be much, much clearer. Great crossing from Kimmich from the corner. That's pretty poor goalkeeping. I do not care if the goalkeeper wants to have one of those nights. Absolutely fine by me. Here we go, another corner. Get it on Gabriel's head. Did even beat the first man. Come on, Kimmich. Plays it in anyway. There's Gabriel. Oh, we got taken down, but Kimmich is going to have another crack. Come on. Into Gabriel again. He's the one who's going to be playing it in. Rice, taken out. That's a penalty, ref. Let's seal this. We're already 3-0 up on aggregate. Let's see if we can make this 4-0. What, half an hour in? That would be sweet. Come on, ref. Yes, that is a penalty. Who's going to be stepping up to take this? I think it's Saka. Yes, it is Saka. Go on, Saka. Your penalties have been hit and miss this season. Oh my god. I'm going to have to change the penalty taker, aren't I? I don't know what it is. Like I said, Saka's penalties have been very hit and miss this season. And I'd rather... Odegaard's is not actually that good either. There's Saka again. And he puts it in anyway. He didn't need a penalty to do it. He just wanted to do it from a corner. He wanted to do it from another set piece. Fantastic. It would have been easier from a penalty, but yeah, I'm going to have to do something about these penalty takers. But regardless, we're 4-0 up on aggregate, 3-0 on the night. It's absolutely no one closed down Saka there. I'm very surprised. Kimmich again with a corner, and it doesn't get on the head of anybody in our colours. For Kimmich again, he's just going to have a shot, isn't he? Come on, pass it off. There you go. Saliba. Oh, yes, the bar. He's been known for these long shots. We've seen it before. That would have been a beautiful, beautiful goal. And that's, I was about to say that's job done, but we've got ourselves another highlight, and it is just cleared off the line. But it is offside. That is job done. We are into the quarterfinals of the Champions League. And I think what I'm going to do is I'll bring you back for the draw and the semi-final draw all at the same time. And we'll see who we're going to get next. Okay, so we're now at the quarter-final draw for the Champions League and the semi-finals as well. So we will now see what path we need to go through in order to make the final. So the final 8 teams are us, obviously. Atletico Madrid, Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund, Inter Milan, Liverpool, Manchester City and Real Madrid. That is a very, very strong lineup for the quarterfinals. Right, let's get into the first team. So Bayern Munich, I would like to avoid them. And we will. That's Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid. After last season, let's just see if we can avoid them. That's a big team going out. Madrid or Man City. Inter Milan versus... We've actually played them already. We're not getting them. So that means there's only 2 teams left. That means we will have Borussia Dortmund. So they are the quarterfinal opponents. And that's a challenge in and of itself anyway. But how are they doing? They are third in the Bundesliga, quite a way off the top two, with Leipzig atop of the Bundesliga. Wow. Okay. Right, so now we have the semi-final draw. So if we get past Borussia Dortmund, who are we going to get in the semi-finals? So it would be Liverpool or Inter. Crikey. We've played Liverpool and Inter actually in the league phase, and we've beaten both of them. We smashed Liverpool. Okay, that's kind of doable. And as far as the other semi-final goes, it will either be Munich, one of the two Madrids, or Manchester City. Doable, but let's get ourselves through the quarterfinals first. So the plan was originally to show the quarterfinals of the Champions League, but then we did the first leg against Dortmund. And it was a complete whitewash, 6-0. Even I couldn't believe it, but I was so happy because it meant, barring a spectacular collapse, we were going to go to the semi-finals of the Champions League. And thankfully, the second leg, 3-0 win, so it ended up being a 9-0 whitewash of Borussia Dortmund. Feel sorry for Dortmund, but very happy that we have bettered what we did for the past 2 seasons. So now we indeed have Inter Milan, who themselves have an impressive quarter-final against Liverpool. They beat them 3-0. Yeah, 3-0 on aggregate. Can't speak properly. So that means, along with Man City, Liverpool and Man City got dumped. So we are the only English team left in the Champions League. So that means we play Inter Milan across 2 legs. If we manage to get past them, we will face one of the Madrids in the final of the Champions League. Let's get ourselves into the match. Let's get through what the team is going to be, because there have been a couple of changes. Let's just go through it quickly. Costa in goal, a back four, Tierney, Gabriel, Silva and White. With Kimmich at the base of midfield, Havertz and Odegaard ahead of him. Martinelli left wing, Saka right wing, Wirtz in attacking midfield. Their changes have been that Timber and Rice are both injured. You can see them. They are both out of the semi-final completely. They'll miss both the legs. And as for Saliba, he is injured. He's got a broken lower arm. He can play through it, but he's been on the bench since he broke his arm. And Antonio Silva has come in and been replacing him for the past few games. I think Saliba started 1 match, actually, saying that. So it's not like I won't start him, but I'm just trying to save him as much as possible. Media have given us a lot of credit. Let's go out there and actually prove that we are deserving of that praise. We play the first game, of course, at the San Siro, assuming Inter Milan haven't moved. But as far as I'm concerned, first leg, you can't win it in the first. You can't win the tie in the first leg, but you can certainly lose it. So I'm just hoping that we can get at least a draw, because that would be so handy. I was going to say, how did that not go in? But Antonio Silva was offside. So I don't know why he was even at the far post in the first place. Completely out of place, completely offside. It's an early warning sign. Right, another corner. We are very dangerous in these. Come on. On to the head of Gabriel, and that's his 7th goal of the season. That says how little we've actually been relying on set pieces, because our centre-backs are not in double figures. Just saying that near post corners are very OP, I know that, but we've not relied on them very heavily. Gabriel 7th of the season. I don't think he's actually scored a hat-trick either this season, so it's been across quite a few different games. He's not stat padding, as we have another highlight here. We have, again, I think I mentioned this earlier, we have played Inter Milan at the San Siro as Inter playing a dangerous game at the back. I don't know what they're doing with loose balls, but whatever. We did play Inter Milan at the San Siro earlier this season. We beat them, just about. But I like to think we've actually gotten stronger as the season goes on, but then Inter Milan are probably the same as well. We've just given away a penalty. Here we go. Who was that? Was that Odegaard? Or was that Havertz? It doesn't matter, because the ref's going to VAR. I think we know which way this is going. It's been awarded. Right, come on, Costa. I've spent £54 million on you. Show me why we've spent that money on you. That's what 50 million gets you. It's not 54 million, it's actually 50 million. Now I'll get my maths right. But that's what £50 million gets you. A penalty saving goalkeeper. And oh, what a catch. What a leap from Costa. He certainly had a very good first half an hour. He's had a very good 1 minute right there. Certainly earned his transfer fee. Saka with the ball. Plays it over to Wirtz, who may... Oh, it doesn't matter if he was offside or not. The ball's just hooked away. Martinelli over to Saka, who is in the area. He's got options. Odegaard into Martinelli, and it's 2-0. Nearly losing my voice there. Good grief, I need to cough after this highlight. But that is exactly what we need, a 2-goal cushion at least. If we can get 3 or 4, I'm not being picky. I'm not tempting anything else. I'm just saying if we do have a 3 or 4 goal cushion, that will make things much, much easier for the second leg at home. It would also make us pretty much the favourites to go through to the final. And straight into half-time, 2-0 up. Certainly the match stats, the match momentum, certainly going our way. Keep it up, lads. We're in good spirit for the second half. I was about to say, we got a corner. No, we don't. We're going the other way. It's Inter Milan with the corner, and they have actually scored now. No chance of offside as well. Bastoni gets it. I think he scored in the first game as well. I can't actually remember now. It's been, what, a week and a half since I've actually played the league stage of the Champions League. Because I've been ill during that time. I've also been working. Very difficult to play the game at the moment. But saying that, it's very easy to see that we have gotten stronger as the season has gone on. It's just a shame that the injuries and the sloppiness have come at a very crucial time, as that sloppiness was not what was needed. Well done Tierney, by the way, for recovering very, very well. Getting the ball forward, he is so slow, but then so are the Inter Milan players apparently. Into Kimmich. We got in for his Champions League experience, and he's almost losing the ball there. White into Odegaard, play into the middle. Oh, I thought Wirtz had just put that in, but I don't know what happened to the ball. It just ricocheted all over the place. And now Inter Milan trying to counter. And thankfully, who was that? That's Gabriel covering off Lautaro Martinez. A professional foul. I was about to do some changes. Oh my god, the ball just went very loose there back to the keeper. And I think that was Wirtz just chasing that down. We're looking very open in defensive midfield. That's the one area I've desperately tried to strengthen in the summer. Boys, what was that goal? Who did that deflect? Was that Silva it deflected off? Or was that Kimmich? And I don't know what Costa was doing there, by the way. Let's just have another look at this. So the ball was played into Vertesi. And who deflected? Right, so Antonio Silva deflected it and Costa just slow motion fell to the ground. I mean, Inter Milan are playing some serious loose balls. Some very difficult balls for their own keeper. It's like they don't like him. Williams has picked it up though. He's driving it forward. He's got options. Yes, that's good. And yes, oh, it went in. I thought it went over. I was about to say Havertz has headed it over the bar, but no, it has gone in. And it is 3-2. Let's just, I was about to say drop back to balance, but instead we're going straight to the replay. Great movement here by Williams, driving the ball forward. And Havertz, I forget he's well over 6 feet tall. And Sommer has just had a bad game. He's just not been able to control anything from his players, from his defence who are playing the ball back. Let's do all the game management stuff because, hey, if we could take a win back to the Emirates, I will be very, very happy with that. And we've got ourselves a corner. Odegaard can just take his time with this. And Saliba, broken arm and all, has just scored his 3rd goal of the season. So that's 10 goals between our 2 centre-backs. Never let it be said, we are set-piece merchants. Excellent stuff. Saliba making it 4-2, making it look very, very good for the second leg. I love to see that. Well done, boys. Let's show them some praise. And that is a priceless victory, a priceless lead that we are taking back to the Emirates. On to the second leg. So now it's time for the second leg, and there have been a couple of developments since the first leg. Firstly, we are the Premier League champions. Fully confirmed. We didn't even have to play a league game for it to be confirmed. We actually won it because Liverpool have been dropping points left, right and centre. So excellent stuff. We won the title with about 5 games to go. So Premier League, we can just put out reserves effectively and just make sure that we are in good shape fitness-wise for the Champions League matches. We need to make sure we get through this one. Second up, though, is the injuries. As you can see right at the bottom here, yeah, Odegaard is out. He's out for 3 weeks. with a hernia. That is not in a match day, it actually happened. It's a hernia through wear and tear. Considering he's only 27 years old, I'm a bit surprised by that. But hopefully, if we do make it through to the Champions League final, he will be back in time for that match, because that happens on the 30th of May. So he's got a bit of time, which is just as well. Saliba is still injured, of course, but he is still available, even though he's got a lower broken arm. Timber is back in 3 days, and Declan Rice is back in a couple of days. They're both going to be on the bench. Very unlikely they'll play, but it's good to know that they'll be back for the home stretch of this season. So the only real changes that we've made to the team are Fabio Vieira stepping in for Odegaard. Otherwise, everyone else is exactly the same. Of course, we leave 4-2 from the first leg. We are at home for this one. Let's go out and make sure that we find ourselves in a Champions League final. We already know who our potential opponents are. It is not Real Madrid. It is Atletico. They won 5-4 on aggregate, which is bonkers. The first leg ended 3-3 from what I saw. Well, that was a more interesting game, or interesting tie, than the real life version. Let's just put it that way. But so far, it is 0-0 after half an hour. I've just pressed encourage. I've just realised we're leading 4-2. Why am I hitting encourage? They're not going to like that. Martinelli, have a shot, man. Oh, it's off the crossbar. But it is just offsides, and I shouldn't have pressed. Yeah, I shouldn't have pressed encourage, because now the players are not very happy. It's alright, boys. It's alright. I just lost my head for a moment. It's fine. Oh god, so Inter Milan have themselves a corner. They have scored from one of these before, and it is just cleared for once. Bastoni wasn't actually in the area for that. Who's that? Is that Nico Williams? No, it's not Nico Williams. That's Saka. I don't know why Saka's out on the left wing. Really puzzling. Alright, if we could just press them, lads. We're not doing Arteta football here. And well done, Antonio Silva. Oh my god, he just left the ball alone. Luckily, Inter fluffed their lines. I honestly don't know what happened there, but we do go into half time. 4-2 up on aggregate. It's 0-0 on the night. Don't know what Antonio Silva was doing. This is so why I prefer William Saliba, but I'm trying to save him for later in games, or I was about to say games that matter, but this is a game that matters. And actually, saying that, if this is a game that matters, he should be coming on. Saliba's going to go on for Silva. I'm forgetting who I'm taking off. Saka is tired, so Nico Williams is going to go on. We've got a highlight, and there we go. That's what we wanted. Havertz. Oh, I thought it went over. No, it hit the bar. That's another shot that hit the bar. We could have actually been 2-0 up here, or 2-1 if Inter had scored, but Silva got away with it. Just about. Right, there is the man himself, Saliba. Vieira. Don't get nervous now, lads. Oh, don't get nervous. What have I said? Oh my god. I don't know why Ben White just stopped there. I really don't know why he stopped there. Oh, that's not what we needed. Nicola Barella has just scored. That's probably the goal from earlier, really, that should have gone in, but it's now making things very nervous for the past 20 minutes. I don't know why Ben White stopped there when he made that tackle. We do not need to see that again. I haven't seen too much of Wirtz actually across these two legs. What's he got in his tank? Williams. Seen more from him. There is Vieira. Finish this, please. Oh, it's hit the post. There's another one. It's hit the woodwork. We should be out of sight. Ref, he's just been taken out there, and that is a free kick to us. Barella, not quite sent off, but we've got about 10 minutes to hold on. Martinelli, well done. Kimmich, just play it over. Well done. Into Williams. He's clear. It's a 4-on-2 at the moment. Go on, just stick it in the back of the net. Oh, he's blazed it over. Oh, it was actually saved. Oh, okay. Just see this through. We've got... Why is there 6 minutes of injury time? Ref, what's going on there? It doesn't matter. We've just about held on. We're into the Champions League final after a nervy finish. We should have won that at a canter. But what matters is we will be playing... Where's the confirmation? We're playing at the Camp Nou. Oh, okay, we're playing in Barcelona. Fair enough. £10 million received. And there is the confirmation. We are playing Atletico Madrid in the Champions League final on the 30th of May. We should have Odegaard back by then, but that'll be his first game back and his last game, because obviously that's when the series will end. But the season hinges now on this one game. We win it, we've won the Champions League. If not, well, we're just ending as three-peat champions in the Premier League. Well, folks, the time is truly upon us. It is time for the Champions League final. Arsenal, Atletico Madrid. Only one will triumph. And I hope it's us. Because this whole season, this whole third season of the challenge comes down to this match. And just before we get into what the team is going to be, we have finished the league season, as you can see. We dominated. We just absolutely smashed through the Premier League. 102 points. What was the records? Last season we got 97. That was our record. This season we just completely smashed through that. And we won 2 games more. That makes sense. And on top of that, we won the Premier League and we have won the FA Cup as well. A 4-1 win against Southampton at Wembley. So we've done the treble, if you want to include the Community Shield. Many of you won't. I certainly don't, but don't let the truth get in the way of a good story. The hope is we could secure the treble / quadruple, whichever way you want to see it, against Atletico Madrid, before I get their name wrong. Whoops. So, let's get into what the team is going to be. Costa is in goal. A back four: Tierney, Gabriel, Saliba and Timber. I just literally swapped Saliba in for Antonio Silva. I'm just not convinced by him yet. Kimmich and Rice and Odegaard in the midfield. Martinelli left wing, Saka right wing. Wirtz is the man up front. Everyone except, well, obviously for Saliba, and Nico Williams is fit. Nico Williams, unfortunately, he picked up an injury before the last Premier League match of the season. He's going to be out for up to 2 weeks. So that's pretty much the last we're going to see of Williams, unfortunately. Which is a shame because he deserves to be a part of the Champions League final. But alas, it's not going to happen. Oh, why are we playing in the white and black kit? The bruised banana kit. Is it bruised banana? Well, I mean, that's what the traditional colour was. That's what it's based on. We are at the Camp Nou, Barcelona's ground, for this final. Completely redeveloped as well. I've actually forgotten that Barcelona redeveloping the ground in real life, so it is bigger. It's about 99,000. As Madrid's squads looks decent enough, but I still say ours is bigger. And here we come. The music is not on. It hasn't been on, obviously, the entire save. I keep forgetting to actually switch it on, and in the end I just decided, screw it, just leave it. Would have probably been fitting here, considering it is the final. Into Saka. Come on, let's see if we can create the first chance. A nice early goal for us would be fantastic, as Saka is through here. All he needs to do is slide through, slot it in, and he does exactly that. Forgetting my words already. It's his 23rd goal of the season, and he probably won't score a more important one than that. Foreshadowing. Hopefully not. Hopefully that, if that's the only goal of the game, I'll be very, very happy. And let's be honest, if Atletico Madrid are still interested in the dark arts, it probably might be. But Saka, 5 minutes into the game, 1-0. Here we come again, just playing that tiki-taka football that we've been renowned for this season. And Saka is through again. He got blocked off, couldn't play the ball into the middle either. Rice. It's been known to hit him from distance, so I wouldn't put it past him. Tierney. The surprise package for me for this entire save. Martinelli, play it into the box. There's plenty of bodies in there now. Tierney. Go on, grab yourself an assist. Oh, he does! Wirtz gets the goal. Tierney with an assist in the Champions League final. The surprise package has surprised me even more. And Wirtz grabs, I didn't even see what number goal that was this season, but he's had another fantastic season for us. He didn't really show up in the 2 legs against Inter Milan. Luckily, he didn't need to, but he's shown up here in the Champions League final, and that was right through Oblak's legs. He just stood rooted like a statue and just right through his legs. Wirtz just smashes the ball home. Fantastic. I've just noticed Madrid playing a flat back 7. Also, no, flat back 8 almost. Good grief. Although that is kind of the norm, I noticed with a lot of managers in FM. There is Wirtz. Slots it home, man. Oblak makes the save and nothing comes off the corner, but there is a corner on the other side this time, and it is a few minutes later. Kimmich to play it in. Get it on the head of Gabriel. He is playing. So is Saliba, obviously. Nobody gets hold of the ball except Kimmich. Free kick. Odegaard. Oh, it's worth noting. Oh, it's caught by Oblak. It is worth noting. Odegaard. Obviously, he's playing here. He did recover in time, literally a few days before the final. And I've just dropped him straight into the starting 11. At the end of the day, he is our captain. He needs to be involved one way or the other. I think he can only play like a maximum of 75 minutes. So I'm going to have to watch his fitness very, very carefully. Atletico Madrid attacking, and Conor Gallagher heads it into the back of the net. I won't mind. We have some tall defenders, and yet they're easily beaten at times in the air. Not a great look, is it? Who was actually there? That's... Right, is that Salib? No, that's Timber. Actually, how tall is Timber? I don't think he's actually that tall. Here come Atletico Madrid again, and I don't know what it is when we go 2-0 up. We seem to capitulate a little bit. Oh my god, how did Madrid not score there? That was as bad as that miss that Inter had in the second leg, and probably what cost them a place in the final. But at the moment, Atletico Madrid ending the half very much in control of this game. That's a good stop by Costa in the end. Puts it out for a corner, and Koke is going to swing this one in. Can one of our defenders please get ahead on this? Thank you. It's not cleared very far though. Griezmann has the ball. Go on. Who is that? Ben White? No, that's Odegaard. He's got no fitness on him as it is. We get in 2 half-time, 2-1 up. I mean, the XG is saying we are the better team, but Atletico have clearly come back. It's going to come down to the substitutions, realistically. I'm looking at that midfield. Oh, Martinelli is absolutely shattered. And we should be probably taking him off. Aktoglu is going to come on. In fact, Martinelli's not had that great a game. So it's probably for the best. I'm still not willing to bring Antonio Silva on just yet. Probably looking at Kimpembe before him. Oh my god, it's off the bar. Oh, I was about to say it's dropped to the feet of a Atletico player, but they hit the bar before I could even get that out. Saka is now tired. We've got no Nico Williams, that's the problem. We are holding on here. Oh god, it's happened again. Griezmann. From 2-0 up, we've given away a lead. We have not been able to live with Atletico since the 30th minute. Oh, that's just painful. Oh, it took a deflection. That's why. That's just cruel. Right. Changes are needed. Odegaard, I mean, he needs to come off soon anyway, in about 10 minutes. So say Fabio Vieira will go on. Saka, I'm going to leave him on for the moment. It's the final game. It doesn't matter if he gets injured. Let's be brutally honest. Here we go. We've got ourselves a free kick now. Kimmich into Fabio Vieira. We've got bodies in the box. Play it in. Oh, wasn't even out for a corner. Throw in now, as it feels like the momentum hopefully has swung our way just a little bit. Aktoglu. Tierney holding his own at left back. Come on, Kimmich, where's that Champions League experience? That's why I brought you in. Oh, there is Wirtz. Come on, Wirtz. In. Oh, he's put it wide. That might have been the chance. Atletico. Oh, well done. I was about to say Atletico with another attack. Why did you do that? Who was that? That was Rice. Why did you do that? Oh, God, Alvarez. Oh, no. We've got 8 minutes to go and it's 3-2. We've absolutely bottled this final. Oh, that is horrible. I do not want to see that again. Instead, we need to be making final changes. We've only made 3 subs. Right, Lavio is going to go on for Rice. Saka is going to go on for Havertz. And Fabio Vieira is going to have to go out there. Come on, boys. Have we got one more in us? Oh, God, hang on. I've just realised. Fairly narrow. Overlap. Don't play out of defence. Shoot on sight. High press. We're already on a high press. Oh my gosh. We're literally just pushing everybody up. We're literally just trying to yeet the ball into their half at this point. And we are running out of time. This could be the final chance. Gabriel. We have to score now just to take it to extra time. I can't believe we were 2-0 up and then just bowled it. Oh, Havertz is through here. That's a beautiful ball over. Finish that. Oh, it's been saved. It's a corner. 6 minutes. Kimmich, make this a good corner. Make this a bloody good corner. Oh, it's into Oblak's hands. That might have been it. That might have been the final chance. We've made all the subs. We've got nothing left. What a heartbreaking end. I can't believe that. Wow. That is a heartbreaking end. We were 2-0 up as well. I think the only thing we can do now is to wrap up the series. That's literally all that's left. The main thing to take away from this, though, is the fact that the series has been a success. The series has been a huge success because we have won a major trophy 3 times. 3 Premier League trophies. Without a striker, that's pretty damn good. So, overall, a successful series, absolutely gutting way to end on that defeat in the Champions League final. But I'm not going to do another season. I did say 3 seasons max, and that's exactly what I'm going to stick to. Is it a heartbreaking way to end? Yeah. But then football doesn't always give fairy tale endings. That's life. So, as bitter as that sounds, I am going to end this there. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for being patient as well with this last episode coming out. It has taken a while, but I hope it has been worth it, even if it has ended in bitter disappointment. And we threw far too much money at the problem of not winning the Champions League in the first 2 seasons. But you know what? We took the gamble. It didn't work. If you have enjoyed this episode and if you have enjoyed this series, make sure that you hit the like button down below and smash the big red subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos on the channel. Also turn on the little notification bell so you're notified of any future videos. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you all very soon again for whatever the next series may be. Take care of yourselves and have a good day.